Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Starmade. In the previous episode we have built this cute little angel. It was supposed to look a lot more dangerous and devastating. However, things are turning out as they turn out. I might still have to do some corrections with the angel. A lot of people wanted me to make it bigger, which I can totally understand, but rather than switching around this design too much, I think we're gonna just add two bigger ones to the left and to the right. Oh well, I don't know, but what we're gonna do today is actually a little addition to this building. I finally want to fill this up with functional modules such as power, capacitors and also rechargers. But also I would like to have a little addition towards this building on the decorative and functional side. So I first of all want to make the roof a little bit more interesting and have an addition towards this side, which is the back side, I guess. Over there is the front side. I'm actually not entirely sure. But let's go and get to it. I first of all need a bunch of these modules. I already have a few power capacitors. Let's actually check out our chests if we have something in there. So what is my main chest? Probably this one. So in here I should theoretically store some stuff. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. 1,889 of these modules. And man, there are quite a few ship cores just hanging around here. Where the heck do I have more capacitors? I'm sure I do have more of them. Apparently not in this chest from the looks of it. Well, I guess we are just gonna have to live with it for the time being. Power capacitors, I guess we could produce a bunch of them, maybe already in this... Yeah, look at that. It doesn't need a lot of stuff, does it? Just a little bit of crystal composite. Oh, that is easy. Yeah, let's produce power capacitors. I'm just gonna leave this running while we are adding the reaction modules. So, as I stated earlier, we wanted to do this in this building and potentially over here. But we need to be careful how we arrange the stuff because, as you know, these power reactor modules, I'm just explaining it in case you don't already know it. But what you basically can do with them is add them in a manner such as this, in a three-dimensional manner. So these are the three edges of a cube, for instance, and this is the most efficient you can set up a reactor. Because it will kind of consider the entire cube that it is forming with these three edges. And therefore this is much more efficient than filling this entire cube out with the modules. You don't want to do that. So let's see if we can come up with something that makes sense here. Maybe we are gonna use the lighten mode. Yeah, the corners are not very distinguishable, but it is slightly better than before. So I'm thinking that we should actually set up a symmetry plane for this. Let's see which one. Yeah, we are gonna need this symmetry plane here, so that both of the wings are being filled up, and I only have to do this really once. Yeah, look at that, there's actually one more block of space behind that. Did not see that correctly. But I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a bunch of mini reactors all the way along the edges. And then we just need to make sure that the next reactor we make one block apart from that. So we could continue making our reactors like so, and just filling up the entire room with it. That should theoretically work out in my opinion, so maybe let me progress on that a tiny little bit. Okay, if we have a closer look at the numbers on the left side, we can now see that currently we are improving the recharge rate, which is already 296,000 right here. But also we have a maximum capacity of 240,000, so we have less capacity than recharge at the moment, which of course is not the thing that you want. However, there's going to be plenty of space to fill the rest up with the capacitor modules. So in between all of these gaps we can of course fill up the capacity using the normal capacity modules. But look at how quickly we are improving the power recharge with this. Already 346,000 recharge with this. Alright, look at this. Only with two of these mini reactors we have like 427,000 freaking power recharge. This is insane. We need to start placing the capacity modules as well, so we shall see how much we can improve that per block. Let's actually check that out. Right now it's 265,000. If I add one more, 267,000. Oh, okay, so they add a considerable amount. That is good to know. Maybe we don't need as many as I thought. Oh no, I don't have any more modules. Have you already crafted a bunch for me? Oh yeah, even more than I had originally. Gotta love the crafting system. Okay, I filled a little bit up, and as we can see, I already compensated for the power shortage capacity that we had, only by placing those. Right now we have the capacity of 664,000 power. So things are adding up rather quickly. I would actually appreciate a doubly capacity of my recharge. That would be great. So maybe we can add even more of those guys. And I would say for this station about 2 to 3 million power per second should actually suffice. So I'm not sure if we even have to fill up this entire room if we do it, elegantly. But I also realized that at a certain point sometimes the power doesn't add up in the lower numbers. So if you maybe go above 1 million power per second, then the calculations might change around a little bit and it doesn't matter as much how you place these guys. At least it was like that in earlier versions of Starmade, just so that you couldn't go too crazy without actually having a crazy amount of blocks. So I wonder, yeah, we're just gonna continue with our usual pattern here, and once we have done one additional of these guys and filled them up with capacitors, we're gonna check the numbers again. Right, with one additional row we ended up with about 500,000 of recharge and about 1 million of capacity. That is not too shabby to begin with, I have to say. Yeah, look at that, we have the same thing on the other side. Maybe we finish this a little bit by adding more of these modules where we have the space for it. And considering that there is going to be a lot of empty space in these rooms, maybe we can even add a bunch of shields for this station. I do believe shields, yeah, you can use shields for stations, of course. You cannot use them on planets, I believe. So yeah, now I'm running behind with the modules, but maybe it's enough to at least finish off this row here. And then we end up with over 1.2 million actually. That is great. Yes. I'm gonna leave it at that for the time being. Now we want to switch up this building. So this is gonna be like the second part of this episode where we want to make this roof a little bit more decorative, kind of fit with the angel statue. Maybe there's gonna be a pathway that leads around the statue towards the gate here with a little staircase. That would be great. And I guess then we kind of want to make a ramp down. I don't know yet. As per usual, it's going to be winged, at least slightly, so let me see what we can come up with. I want to decide for a bunch of blocks that we are gonna use, and I want to think about that for a little bit, so let's take a break and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I thought about this for a teensy tiny little bit, and I also collected all of the blocks which we have plenty of, or at least enough of, in order to make a little pathway here. So I want to be able to access the top of the roof from this side of the building that is not existent just yet. However, it will be in the future, and I want to make a nice little pathway around the angel here. It's gonna split up into two directions here, and then it's gonna come together again. I'm not exactly sure how that is gonna work out, but we shall figure it out. I came up with this design for the time being. I also want to add a bunch of these blue rod lights on top of it. I really wonder how they look like if I place them like... oh yeah. Yeah. I can totally see this coming along. So for instance, we could start with a pillarish structure here with something on top of it, and then 3 blocks, maybe 5 in between. Yeah, that could be something. Anyways, let's do the orange hull first. I want to add a little bit of blocks into this direction, and then we are just gonna add the orange hull. Come on, let's see this happen. There we go. And I just want to stack the orange hull doubly as much. Now we need to find a proper way in order to divide up the path here. So I guess I still want 3 blocks in between. Therefore we need to do something like this. Is this still... yeah, it's not really 3 blocks. I think we have to go one further. I mean, technically it is 3 blocks, but at certain points it's gonna be very tight to go through otherwise. Okay, and then at this point we need to come together again. And I want to have 3 spaces in between here, so this should be the earliest point we come together. Right, and then somewhere we should start the staircase in order to get up there. However, let's first take care of the design. I want to complete it, so maybe we make this 3 wide and then we can do this quite quickly right here. Yes, beautiful. Okay, and then I guess for this part we just want to do 4 by 1. Yeah. That seems to be the fastest solution of placing those guys. Let me actually quickly finish that foundation with the orange and the blue, and I'll be right back. And there we go. Yes, I can actually definitely see this coming along. What I did on the other side is actually add a bunch of yellow blocks just to spice it up slightly more with some variation. Not that it is the best choice in my opinion, but it is the choice that I can make because I have plenty of yellow blocks. Right, now I'm hoping that I have enough circuits in order to kind of finish this up here. And right here where this is going diagonally, I'm actually also gonna use these blocks. I do like these edgy patterns that are coming up when you do that. And there we go. Cool, that should be finished. Now let's place all of the blue rods and check out how that looks like. Yeah, I kind of like it, but at the same time, it doesn't really add up here, does it? Well, that doesn't look too weird if you ask me. We can just continue. Okay, cool, there we go. I think this is more or less finished. Now the question is really, do we want to place something on top of these rods or not? Like, you know, little lanterns? I don't know, this could look a little bit weird if we did that, but maybe also not, who knows? Yeah, it doesn't actually look too weird, it looks like some respectable decoration. Okay, lovely. Now we only have to do the staircase up to here and also the staircase downwards, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I want this staircase to be in the open, kind of leading into the building while the roof still... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, it's going to be winged, as per usual. But let's try to come up with a way in order to make a staircase pattern here. This is going to be slightly difficult, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe we just move out up to this point and then we start going down. It might be a whole lot easier than I anticipated. There we go, hook you guys up with each other, and yeah, I like that. I can deal with that, at least. It's not the most beautiful thing, but I think if we add some pillars down below, if we kind of close this off, then we might not even realize that it is not the most brilliant thing anyone has ever done. And there we go, yeah, I actually can see this working. It is a little bit going too far here at this point. I would say we want to maybe stop it right there. I don't know, or maybe we want to open it up. That could actually be the better idea. Yeah, somewhat like this. This surely works out, and then we're gonna expand the flooring all the way so that it is the same size as the gate. There we go, how about that? I actually like it. It kind of adds up in my opinion. The only things, of course, that are still missing are the actual lamps, so we shall also place those. Finished! Beautiful! Okay, now I would like to make this into some kind of a greenish area, maybe even with plants. Do I have grass? Oh, 19 blocks of grass. I'm sure I got some more somewhere. There we go, 400,000 blocks of grass, that's what I thought. Can I grab a few? Maybe 5,000 I should be able to carry? Yep, there we go. Alright, let's do this. Let me first make one layer of grass before we start anything else. Okay, look at the difference. This already makes such a difference. Also, it looks more realistic how he plunged his sword into the ground, I would say. Now the question is, do we place some plant life on top of that? And also, what else are we gonna do? Maybe we're actually gonna go and grab a little bit of sand. Sand always looks good within grass. That's why golf courses look so great. Sand must also be in my sorted out blocks, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Can we maybe grab all of that shebang? Thank you very much. And water. Do I have water? Is this... No, this is blue rock. Not the crystals. No, we are gonna go with frozen rock. That's good enough, but I guess we have to take less. Let's just take 1,000. So frozen rock and sand. Let's make a little lake in here. So I guess we're gonna randomly pick a bunch of blocks, and for that I'm actually gonna unset the symmetry plane because I don't want this to be an even lake. It should just be, you know, something that could have formed naturally. So this is gonna develop into some kind of a park structure, I guess. Okay, what do you say about this shape? Maybe we can judge a little bit better if it actually has a blue color. There we go. Now I think it looks a little bit strange without some kind of an edge around it. Maybe an edge out of sand, a little sand layer, maybe 2 to 3 blocks. We don't want to make this too regular either, but at some point we just have to accept that this game is made out of blocks. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I can already see it a little bit better. I think this is good enough. I'm gonna make a little correction here. That did it. That totally did it for me. So what else would people want to see here? Flowers. Let's check out flowers. We got some long grass. That sounds alright. And do I already have a chest with flora? Probably. Yeah, look at that. Flora. Totally. Give me all of that shebang. Let me actually try to set up a few of these flowers. We are gonna make a crazy little area here. And there we go. Look at that. Flowers. They are set up. Yeah, I think actually with that we can leave it be for the time being. I mean, this looks already much better, and of course the roof is still not done. I mean, it is still just, you know, kind of the interior thing, and then we have to make it nice looking from the outside. So I've already partially done that with the roof by adding the angel and also this little pathway that leads up to our warp gate. But there we go, guys. I think at this note we're gonna wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time, and hopefully I'm going to catch you in the next video. Bye bye.